The Battle of Thermopylae. This clash between Greek forces and the Persian army in 680 BC has become one of the most iconic battles in history. It has remained a cultural icon of Western civilization ever since it was fought, and still inspires to this day with work like the comic and movie 300. But aside from the dramatic aspect of this battle, why should we care about a battle fought thousands of years ago? We should, because Western civilization we know today would probably not exist without it. Because ancient Greece is considered the birthplace of Western culture, with the world's first democratic system of government and major advances in philosophy, science and mathematics. So a lot of those things might not have been around today if the battle didn't go the way it went. Try to picture a world without these vital things in our civilization, and imagine how close these ideas were from dying in the crib. The Battle of Thermopylae took place in 680 BC and was fought between a small defending Greek army led by King Leonidas of Sparta against the invading Persian Empire led by Xerxes. The Persian army heavily outnumbered the Greek, mostly due to the Persian Empire's massive size at the time. Xerxes led an army, according to modern historians, of about 100,000 men into Greece. The Greek army, on the other hand, was led by King Leonidas of Sparta, who only had an army of 7,000 men. On a flat field they would have been crushed by the Persians, but they had their advantages. The Greek army had marched north to block the narrow coastal path of Thermopylae, also called the Hot Gates. This good use of terrain gave them a huge advantage over the Persians, in addition to the advantages of training and equipment which the Spartans were famous for. This made it possible for the Greek army to defend against the Persian army for 3 days, and it probably would have lasted longer if it wasn't for a traitor. After the second day, a local Greek resident betrayed the Greeks by revealing a small path that led behind Greek lines. The Spartan king Leonidas, aware that his force was being outflanked, dismissed the bulk of the Greek army and remained to guard their retreat, with a smaller army fighting to the death in a last stand. Among them were the 300 Spartans. When they stood there, they were not only protecting the rest of the army, they were protecting the rest of Greece, and they probably also protected the rest of Western civilization. Because this battle took down enough Persians and bought the rest of Greece enough time for them to eventually get the Persians out of Greece and win the war. So who knows how our world would have looked like today if Greece had been conquered. If the Greeks lost that battle, you would probably not be here today.